It is generally believed that cats and dogs do not get along, and it is rare for them to become friends. That's one of the reasons why the story of a friendship between a lion named Bone Digger and a tiny Dachshund named Milo is truly special. It's hard to imagine what a huge lion can have in common with a tiny Dachshund. It all began when the park's workers began caring for a tiny lion cub who was abandoned by his mom. The baby was born sick. The vets later diagnosed him with osteoporosis, so the mother decided to abandon her cub. These are the so-called rules of the jungle. The weak are abandoned because they endanger the well-being of the group. That's how our fluffy protagonist found himself alone. Of course, the staff of the park did not stand idly by. They knew that lions are freedom-loving, gregarious animals. When confined, they often experience stress due to limited space and loneliness. As such, even these huge and muscular kings of the jungle need company. The park workers knew it, and they began to urgently look for solutions. They decided to put the baby in a separate enclosure for bottle feeding and place a 2-year-old Dachshund named Milo into the same enclosure with him. At the time, Milo was living in the park and was willing to help out with this difficult task. Milo was supposed to serve as a substitute for the cub's mom. At first, the workers were worried that the cat and dog would not get along, but a real miracle happened seconds after they met. Milo began to sniff the little lion. The lion too showed an interest in the Dachshund. Overall, the plan worked, and the little Dachshund took the future king of the jungle under her wing. Having felt that the baby was not well, the dog tried to protect and console the timid cub, fulfilling maternal responsibilities. It got to the point that Bone Digger would obey the Dachshund even after he grew a little. All the dog had to do was make a sound for the lion to back away and understand that he was in the wrong. For about 5 years, Milo and Bone Digger have been inseparable. Today, this unusual pair lives together and spends all their time with each other. They sleep and play together. They even eat raw meat together. The son lets his mom eat first. He eats only after the Dachshund becomes full. What's most strange is that the lion does have a predatory nature and doesn't always act like a cute kitten. The strong lion can definitely stand up for himself. What's most interesting is that Milo even tries to mimic the lion's roar, and Bone Digger tries to bark, but of course they are unsuccessful. The 5-year-old lion and the 7-year-old Dachshund are so close that the dog even helps the lion brush his teeth after meals. She inserts her entire head into his mouth, and he waits patiently. This unusual couple lives in an exotic animal park in Wynnewood, Oklahoma. Not only do they live there, but they have become one of the city's attractions. The park's manager is 43-year-old John Rink. He followed this unusual relationship from its very beginning. He says that today, the couple is happier than ever. They entertain the park's visitors by playing, running, jumping, and simply messing around. What's interesting is that 2 more Dachshunds, named Bullet and Angel, were involved in caring for the lion. They also got along with Bone Digger, although they did not become as close with him as Milo. Today, the 5-year-old lion weighs 226 kilos, and his Dachshund mom looks absolutely tiny in comparison. The lion cherishes this relationship. When playing, he makes sure not to get too rough. Most likely, he understands that he can harm Milo, and is extremely careful for this reason. This story shows us that even animals that look different and have different lifestyles can find a way to get along and build incredibly strong relationships. This, unfortunately, can't always be said of people. We have a lot to learn from animals. Friends, tell us what you think about this unusual couple in the comments. That's all for today. Rate the video and see you soon. Bye.